questions?
Well, Coach got outscored 42-16 in the paint. I know Grace is out. What does this team need to do to generate more defense and offense in that area of the floor?
We just got to be better on both sides of the basketball. We got to do a better job of moving the basketball side to side, getting downhill, and when we get it, being able to punch and be a little bit more efficient. We're not a very good team right now on either side of the basketball. So we can use excuses, but we don't use excuses in this program. We have to get a lot better on both sides of the ball, and it's in every facet of the game, from being able to defend the bounce, to boxing out and rebounding, to making wide open threes, to free throws. I mean, we're getting good shots. We have to get a lot better.
Just with the way you've spoken about the talent that's on this roster, I don't imagine it's panic button time. But how close is this team to flipping a switch?
I'm not worried. What worries me is when things don't go our way, we're giving up way too easily, and that's not an MO of any of our teams in the past. So we got to have better leadership on the floor, and we have to do a little soul searching. We got to all check the competitiveness, but more than anything else, we got to compete from start to finish. We had a very good start today, both the first quarter and the third quarter, but as soon as Maya missed the layup that would have put us up one, you'd have thought the game was over, because then we stopped doing what we was doing on the defensive end. So we just got to be able to, we got to compete for 40 minutes, and we're not doing that.
Shateah, obviously your first year with the program. Coach said you guys are in a bit of a storm right now. What's this team need to do to pull out of the storm?
I just feel like we need to get more gritty and find our love for it again. Obviously we've been losing recently, so I feel like a lot of people have their heads down a little bit, and we just need to get that fire back that we had at the beginning of the summer.
Obviously there's a balance between being realistic with yourself but not hanging your head. Where is that balance?
It's a good question.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
There's a balance between, being realistic with yourself about where you guys are at and then not hanging your heads. Mm-hmm. How do you find that balance, and where is that balance for this team?
We have to find that within ourselves, and we have to do the little things, because they're adding up. Like, the little things that we aren't doing are adding up, and it's making a difference, and so we need to do those little things better.
I've said it, it's the perfect bad storm. It's a combination of a lot of things, from the schedule. We're always going to play a tough schedule, and I think it's either the second or the seventh toughest in the country. And then we've had 4 out of our 5 starters have all missed significant time. We have not had all 13 kids we've had them in practice all at once one time, and that was last week. So it's just a matter of finding that combination, and now you're losing, and so you lose confidence. So it's the perfect bad storm. We have to figure out and find a way to get whole and coming out of that. There's a lot of basketball still to be played. We just have to find our grit and our toughness again.
You mentioned the injuries a little bit. Maya played as what looks like a full workload today.
Yes, she did.
Close to 100% at this point?
Well, she'll be very sore tomorrow, very sore the next couple days. So she'll have a couple days off getting ready for finals, and then it'll be in and out of practice. She's not doing all the reps in practice. It's still a little bit touch and go, so she'll be sore. She played pretty well today.
So Shateah, with Grace out, is that a long-term?
It's long enough. Let me just say that.
For us.
So with Grace out, are you gonna focus more on your post work, or?
I'm just trying to get as best as I can be for the team. I mean, no one can fill Jibo's role. That's not my role, but we have to make up for what she's been doing. So we really just have to be better, all the posts in every facet.
Any ways you're thinking to make up in that, in the low post?
Well, as I said, you're never gonna. You're never going to fill her shoes, nor would we ever ask anyone to. It's going to be a committee thing. Everybody on our roster has to get better, every single person, in order for us to get better. This isn't a one-person thing. This is a team thing right now. So we as coaches will go back to work and try to figure out some different combinations. But right now we have to get better individually, and that will help us to make some steps collectively.
So I know when we talked in Moline, when you were named the preseason team of the year, and you said, well, we don't play the game on paper.
That's correct.
So what kind of has happened since then?
Oh, well, I just talked about it. We've had four out of our 5 starters miss significant injuries. Nobody in the country has had that. So injuries play a factor, and chemistry plays a factor. And when you don't have all 13 kids in on the same time for all but once since September, that's going to play a factor. So injuries is part of the game. And again, you know, we're not the conference play. You can bet against us if you want to, but I wouldn't do that if we're healthy.
Okay. So you'll be ready for conference then?
Well, we got to get healthy.
Gotta get
We'll
healthy.
take one day at a time. We got to get healthy. We've had a lot of, and look at our roster. We've had a lot of kids miss significant minutes, and you guys can say whatever you want to say. If this team gets whole, this team will get better. And if you want to bet against us, show your cards.